It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
So, what do we got here? 3 people, and this is the most interesting thing you could think of to do with your time. That's pretty sad. Now, my friends, please join hands. All right, let's get going by passing out the hardware. Listen up. Say the question comes up and your neighbor gets that Mount Rushmore look on their face like they don't know what's going on. It's a perfect time to buzz in, hit the S key, and screw them. Then they gotta answer. Got it? Well, if there are no further questions, let's start today's lesson. Player 3, what looks good to you?
Oh, baby, you're the only one.
Let's see what we got going. Take me to your VCR. This one can net you $1,000. Okay, I got a question. Why is NASA sending all these space probes out to find out if there's life on Mars when all they have to do is watch a couple of movies? Because it involves an attack on Earth by Martians, which of these movies could NASA use as further evidence of life on Mars? Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Thing, The Day the Earth Stood Still, or The War of the Worlds? Player 3, make it happen. The Thing is not from Mars. It's just, the thing. Player 1, Player 2, go get it. Take a shot, Player 2. Observe as I snatch some of your cash. Player 1, what do you say? Player 1, hit it.
How do you say, no?
Gee, I wonder what the answer is. The War of the Worlds is the only one of these movies that actually involves Martians. And if NASA doesn't get that tape back to the rental store on time, it's going to cost them $5 billion in late fees. Player 3, you make the call.
This is the end of the tape. Turn it over to play side 2.
Coming at you. Wipe those letters off your forehead. $2,000 for a correct answer. Heads up, here it comes. If you've got a headache and it's got acetaminophen written all over it, which of these should you take? Aleve, Tylenol, Advil, or Nuprin? Player 2, grab it. The active ingredient in Tylenol is acetaminophen. But if you've got acetaminophen written all over your head, you probably just need some soap and water. Your pick, Player 2. How about it?
Now, it's time for a friend.
Shake hands with WBRIE, all cheese, all the time. $1,000 at stake on this one. Hey, check out this cheesy song lyric. Nibbling on bacon, chewing on cheese, Sammy says to Susie, honey, would you please be my missus? And she says yes with her kisses. What kind of cheesy love is this? Burning love, tainted love, jungle love, or muskrat love? Gotta answer it, Player 2. Now, that's when you leave the old love cheddar out of the fridge too long. Player 1, Player 3, do something. All yours, Player 1. Those lyrics are from America's song, Muskrat Love. And for all you people who still think Captain and Tennille wrote Muskrat Love, we got your letters, we know where you live, and we'll personally be delivering America's 1973 album, Hat Trick. Losers. Player 1, it's up to you. What's next? Here we have more reasons to wear a Speedo to church. $2,000 says you don't know this one.
She's pissed.
He's pissed.
We're pissed.
So pissed about a question.
We're pissed about.
All right, this pissed about a question letter comes from Bird of Prey, which turns out to be Larry S. of Arkansas. So, Larry Bird of Prey S. writes, in the new You Don't Know Jack the Net Show episode, there was a question about baptism. Question, you go out to drink and forget your ID. The only thing you have is your baptism card. If you're old enough to drink, what religion do you belong to? Or something like that. The answer was Baptist. I am a Baptist and have been all my life. Every Baptist church that I have been to does baptize children. Well, Larry, I've got some bad news. Traditional Baptist doctrine does insist on the baptism of adults rather than infants. I don't know what kind of church you're going to. So, while I'm clarifying the details, tell me this. Which of these childish taunts is most similar to a traditional Baptist adult baptism? Go soak your head. Go jump in a lake. Go take a cold shower. Or, here's mud in your eye. Player 3, do it.
Do you accept Jesus Christ as your personal savior?
I do.
Cheers.
Player 1, Player 2, who's taking it? Player 2, it's yours. Traditional Baptist doctrine insists on adult baptisms that involve total immersion. You know, like jumping in a lake. So, bird of prey, I guess we can say you're all wet. That was a little joke. Category time. Player 2, it's your call.
Give me one good reason.
I'll give you 5!
Well, what do we have here? So damn old, and it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. So you know that Mel Brooks character, the 2,000-year-old man? Cracks me up. Anyway, say the 2,000-year-old man appeared on stage with a bristlecone pine. What could the pine tree truthfully say to the old man? I'll light myself on fire before I'm that old. I'm over twice your age, you young punk. We're the same age. Let's see some ID. Or, your films got better after Spaceballs. So what's the answer, Player 2? What the hell were you thinking there? Player 1, Player 3, who's gonna grab it? Player 3, make it happen. Bristlecone pines have been known to live over 4,000 years. They're some of the oldest living things on Earth. Yep, just like Mel Brooks' jokes. It's all about you, Player 3. Which one do you want? The selection is, to hell with good talking. $3,000 for this one. Okay, let's see how well you know your Cyndi Lauper song lyrics. Tell me, chronologically speaking, who bop, she, we, he, I, you, and they, she, we, lee, I, you, and they, she, he, we, I, you, and they, or she, he, it, they, us, and you. Player 3, you gotta answer it. It's payback time. She bop, he bop, oh we bop. I bop, you bop, oh they bop. Be bop a loo. She bop. Nice work, Player 2. You just screwed yourself. Player 3, give me some category.
Come on, baby needs an 8.
7!
Ah, crap.
And I believe this one's called There Is Absolutely No Hope for Love. How does $2,000 sound? I was reading that book by that guy, you know, the one about relationships, and it got me thinking, if men really are from Mars and women really are from Venus, what the hell do they have in common? Their number of moons, their distance from the sun, their sweltering temperatures, or their carbon dioxide atmosphere? Player 3, do it! Mars is cold, Venus is hot. Sounds like a recipe for infidelity from the get-go. Player 1. Player 2, grab it! Oh, what a shame. Player 1. Both Venus and Mars have atmospheres predominantly made up of carbon dioxide. No wonder my social life sucks. I should have been dating plants all along. Let's have a category, Player 1. Uh-oh, blah, 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 blah.
It's time for a Quivers henchman.
Take a look at your gibberish category. Somebody's been sniffing paint again. I'm gonna open the value of this gibberish question at $5,000. Now listen up. Every second and a half, some of the cash is going to disappear, so if you want to win big, you got to be quick. All right, minions, you need to tell me what phrase this rhymes with. See, Midge? Her great laughter, hope, and sing. Ignore the punctuation. First clue, you do this with mayonnaise. Personally, I prefer whipped cream or hand lotion. You do this with mayonnaise so it won't spoil. Last clue, it's what you do after opening. Wow, I am not eating anything at your house anymore. Don't you know you have to see Midger Great Laughter Hope and Sing? Refrigerate after opening. You know, I do this, but then I never get to eat any of my food. Your turn, player 2. What's it gonna be? Open wide and get ready for when chess turns ugly. This one's worth $1,000. All right, say you're playing chess when you snap from all the pressure and decide to use some violent defense strategies. Suppose that to protect your king, you draw a gun and tell the opposing pieces to back the hell up. Because it cannot move backwards, which chess piece is dead meat? The pawn, the rook, the knight, or the queen? Up to you, player 3. While the higher-ranking pieces can retreat, the pawns on the front line cannot move backward and will therefore just sort of wait to get shot. Huh, that's just like real war. Funny. Your call, player 3.
Semper ubi sub ubi.
X!
Okay, give it up for Oedipusy. And you're playing for $3,000 cash money. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. Considering the Greek words from which Oedipus is derived, which cliche most accurately describes Oedipus telling his mom he wants to sleep with her? He's put his swollen foot in his mouth, he's got mud in his blind eye, he's been listening to his faulty heart, or he's lost his big head. Player 2, it's yours. Oedipus means swollen foot.
Mom, my foot hurts. Do you think you could rub it?
That's it for round 1. Let's go to round 2. First, I need to hand out some screws. Might have to use brass clips again. No, wait, here we go. Now remember, everything in round 2 is worth double, so heads up. I wonder what player 2's gonna pick. This one likes to go by, anyone? Anyone? And you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. You know that Comedy Central show Win Ben Stein's Money, starring that tedious guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Well, suppose they start a new show starring the original cranky old geezer, Ben Franklin. If you win Ben Franklin money, how much will you get? $5, $20, $50, or $100? Take a shot, player 2. Ben Franklin's giant puffy face graces the $100 bill. And if you make them laugh, you get an extra 100. Oh, wait, wrong show. You have the honors, player 2. Say hello to When Talk Shows Attack. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Hey, remember how in Rudyard Kipling's Jungle Books that kid Mowgli grows up in the wild? Boy, that's gotta mess a person up, huh? If Mowgli from the Jungle Books went on the Jerry Springer show to complain about his mom, what would be the show's title? I'm half chicken, half dog? My mom's a slimy snake? I was raised by a wolf? Or my mother's a Siberian tiger? All yours, player 1. Mowgli was raised by Mother Wolf. He's also coming back for the show I'm So Messed Up, I Sing Show Tunes with Monkeys and Bears. Player 1, hit me with the category. This category is known as Flop. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Think fast. If the crowd at a Hanson concert all came down with Hansen's disease, what would the concert cleanup crew be sweeping up after the show? Fingers and toes, hair and dandruff, phlegm and saliva, or pants and shirts? Player 3, make it happen. Player 1, Player 2, go get it! Player 2, grab it! Hansen's disease is another name for leprosy. But luckily for the cleanup crew, everyone wants a piece of Hansen. Player 2, take your pick. Now serving. Where the hell did Valerie Bertinelli go? Hello, we're talking $6,000, so pay attention. Sure, it was a sad day for everyone when One Day at a Time got canceled, but did you know it got picked up by another planet? Given which planet has the longest days, on which planet would episodes of One Day at a Time last the longest? Mercury, Uranus, Jupiter, or Mars? Player 3, do it. You picked this for an anus joke, didn't you? Well, get your head out of your ass. Player 1, Player 2, who wants it? Player 1. Jupiter's days are just under 10 hours, about as long as Mackenzie Phillips' career. Make your move, Player 2. Player 2, it's yours. Oh, must have hit the wrong key. It happens. So, heard any good jokes lately? One Day at a Time on Mercury would be the equivalent of 59 Earth days. And with all that extra time, I'll bet you still never see Schneider fixing anything. Player 3, time to make a decision.
Check out my new shouting calculator. 3 times 5 equals...
Pucker up for Y2K isn't their problem. How does $4,000 grab you? Hey, you know how on your checkbook for the date you have the 19 and then the blank line to fill in the year? Well, given what year the Islamic calendar is now on, what would you see on Louis Farrakhan's checkbook? 9 blank line, 14 blank line, 57 blank line, or 69 blank line? Player 1, you've just been screwed. Let's see what you've got. Survey says... Player 2, Player 3, do it. If you follow the Islamic calendar, we're in the early 1400s. Wouldn't it be funny to see Farrakhan do one of those Visa check card commercials? And the girl at the counter goes, I need to see some ID. And then he looks at the camera and anyway. Player 3, tell me what's on your mind. Excellent choice, Player 3. Warm up your fingers while Players 1 and 2 get out of the way, because it's your turn to play Dis or Dat. And this Dis or Dat questions category is the sports icons. Okay, I'm going to read off 7 pro athletes, and for each one, I want you to tell me if he is a member of the Chicago Bulls basketball team or a member of the Chicago Bears football team. If he's a former Bull, press 1. If he's a former Bear, press 2. And if you want to skip one, press 4. I'll give you $1,000 for a right answer, and $1,000 taken away for each incorrect answer in any that you don't get to. All right, let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Let's go in. Walter Payton, Bull or Bear? MJ. Dick Butkus. Becca. The Worm. Scottie Pippen. Last one, the Bridge. That's all of them. Be right or wrong. Not great. Hey, could be worse. Could also be a hell of a lot better, but we're not going to go into that now. Let's move on. Player 1, give me category.
Scientists concluded that he had been exposed to
17!
And this one is Domesterotica. Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Just step up and take a swing at this one. If there were a soft porn flick on Cinemax called Latent Heat, which of these scenes would you most likely see? Donna D'Errico in a greenhouse, Shannon Tweed lighting the pilot, Anna Nicole Smith boiling water, or Tracy Lords digesting bread? All right, two. You're getting screwed. Screw back. Tracy Lord's digesting bread? No, that's blatant wheat. Player one, player three. Player one, hit it. You know, it's funny, but we're actually looking for the correct answer. Player three, gonna take a shot? Up to you, player three. Shannon Tweed is never the right answer. Got it? Wow, you guys suck. Isn't that something? Latent heat is the energy involved when substances change states, like water to vapor. And I bet you've boiled water in front of your mother, haven't you? You're disgusting. It's all about you, player three.
Put down that magazine, kid, until you're 18!
The category? For God's sake, talk with your mouth full. And it's worth $2,000 if you get this one right. All right, break time. And I'll even let you join me. Which of the following sounds is me eating Cheerios? Is it sound one? Sound two? Sound three? Or sound four? Take a No, that's the sound of me eating potato chips. Which really don't go well with Cheerios. Ugh. This is the soothing sound of me chomping on a big bowl of Cheerios. And I can eat as much as I want because they're good for your heart. Except for maybe all the sugar I put on top and that half-quart of melted cheese. Player one, your choice. What are we doing? Well, looks like this category is Preparation ABC. You get 4,000 clams for this one. You know, I got this thing. It's sort of embarrassing to talk about, but how do you spell the H word in Preparation H? Like this, like this, like this, or like this? Player two. Player three, don't take that. Give us an answer. Hemorrhoid. But they sound a lot more glamorous if you spell them Piles. Guess what, player two? You're the one who's screwed. Player three, you make the call.
Lordy, lordy, look who's 40.
20!
That doesn't rhyme.
For your enjoyment. Hey, no mooning allowed. One right answer and $6,000 head your way. You know that Duran Duran song, New Moon on Monday? If there really is a new moon on Monday, what kind of moon will there be the following Monday? Gibbous moon, full moon, crescent moon, or half moon? Player three, make it happen. Crescent moon? No, there's no need to get dirty. Player one, player two, who's taking it? Player one, hit it. Whoa! Oh, that was nice. Ball's in your court, player two. Player two, grab it. No, but I hear that during a full moon, Duran Duran gets hungry like a wolf. Ever considered a career in marketing? About a week after a new moon, you get a first quarter or half moon. And about a week after hearing a new Duran Duran song, you're damn sick of it. Player two, give me something. Time for the attack. When you see two words that match, hit your buzzer. You get it right, you get 2,000 in the bank. Get it wrong, I'm making a withdrawal of 2,000. Just one more thing to remember.
Remember the clue.
The two words that match have to fit this clue. I'll give you 2 to start. I'll give you number 2. Okay, have fun. 3, you ended up with less than 0 and you lost. That's to be expected. Player 1, what's your deal? You're gonna walk away with a victory with less than no points? All you've proven is that